Welcome to the 8-Minute Devotion with Pastor Cameron Walcott. The 8-Minute Devotion is a daily message that exists to give you hope, encouragement, and life as we look together at the Word of God. And now, the 8-Minute Devotion.
Hello, and welcome back to the 8-Minute Devotion, a brand new episode for a brand new week here on the podcast. And I'm so glad you've chosen to join us. I'm so glad that you choose each day to listen, and I hope be blessed by these 8 minutes together. 8 minutes of hope, 8 minutes of life, 8 minutes of encouragement that come from the Word of God. And of course, we're in a series right now, the Epistles of John. We're looking at the Epistles of John, and we're seeing John's words to the churches. You know, these 3 short epistles. The first John has 5 chapters, but 5 very short chapters. And then, of course, 2nd John and 3rd John are actually just one. The whole books are only one chapter. Essentially, 12, 13 verses is all that's there. So they're 3 small little epistles, small little letters, but they contain great spiritual truth. And there's so much that we can learn from these letters. And of course, we've set our 3 main themes as we're looking at the epistles of John are love, fellowship, and truth. The overriding theme is to know the love of God. And last week, we looked at God's agape love, God's perfect love. We looked at brotherly love, the love we need to have for each other in the church, that we need to root out jealousy and hatred, and we need to have true love for each other. This is how we show our faith. This is how we show that we really believe in Jesus, is by loving each other. And that leads us to the point we're going to start today. Again, how we show our love for Jesus is by showing love for people we can see. And the main point that we're going to look at the next few days is love in action. Love in action. Let me ask you a question. I'm married to the lovely and talented Delia, the most beautiful woman in the world, Delia, and she's the lovely and talented Delia. And let's imagine for a moment, let's imagine that I come home and I see Delia and I tell her, "Oh, Delia, I love you so much. You're so beautiful. You're lovely. You're talented. You're the most beautiful woman in the world. I love you with all my heart." That would be a nice thing for me to say, for me to do. But let's say later on she asks me, "Oh, can you help with the kids for a few minutes? I need to do something." And I say, "No, I'm watching football. I can't help with the kids." And then she needs to go to the grocery store, and she says, "Oh, can you give me money so that I can go buy this and I can go buy that?" And I say, "No, I'm not going to give you any money. I want my money, my credit cards, and I'm not sharing anything with you. So no, I won't give you anything." Later on, she's after doing everything, she needs the trash taken out. She says, "Please, can you help me take out the trash?" And I tell her, "No, I'm not going to take out the trash. I'm busy reading my book. I don't want to help you with anything else. So no, I won't help you take out the trash." "Oh, but I love you with all my heart." I continue telling her, "I love you so much. I love you. You're beautiful. You're wonderful. I love you." But every time she asks me to do something, I say, no, I can't, no. I make excuses. No, I have other priorities, other things I want to do. No, I can't help you, but oh, I love you with all my heart. What's she going to say? She's going to say, "You're crazy, because if you really love me, if you really mean any of these things you're saying, you would be helping me. You would be giving me what we need for the family. You'd be sharing with me. You'd be helping with the kids. You'd be helping with the trash. You'd be helping me lift stuff. You'd be helping me reach things that are high." That's one of my talents, especially compared to her. You would be helping me with all these things, but you just say no to helping me, and then you tell me you love me? That's crazy. That's not real. And of course, that's how anybody would feel. If you tell somebody how much you love them, but refuse to help them in their time of need, you don't really love them. Love can always be seen through actions. This is how John puts it in 1 John 3, verse 17 and 18. He says this, "But if anyone has the world's goods and sees his brother in need, yet closes his heart against him, how does God's love abide in him? Little children, let us not love in word or talk, but in deed and in truth." John makes it clear. He says, look, if you have this world's goods, if you have resources, if you have money, and you see someone who's in need, you see someone who has a great need and they need help, they come to you for help, and you close your heart, how does God's love abide in you? If you refuse to help others in their time of need, when you have the capability, how can you say you love God? He says, look, little children, don't love just in word, don't love just in talk, but love in deed, love in truth. And it's a reminder to each one of us. It's a reminder to the people of God, not just to talk about loving others, not just to have it as a nice concept or a nice idea in our mind, but to do something about it. You see, God did not turn his compassion away from us. Every one of us was in need of help from God. Every one of us was in need of salvation. Each one of us was lost in our sin, completely incapable of helping ourselves. And it wasn't just because of an external thing that we were a victim of. No, we actively participated in our sin and our hostility towards God and our estrangement from God. We deserved to be cut off. We deserved to be separated. God could have said, you deserve this. You brought this on yourself. No help. I can't help you. I'm not helping you. You've got what you deserve. But that's not what God did. Despite the fact that we didn't deserve it, despite the fact that we had brought on our own problems, God showed his love towards us. He had compassion on us. And friends, it's so important to have compassion on others. And this can apply to so many areas of life. You know, the church I pastor, it's in a small city, and we have several homeless people around. And, you know, we've arranged in the past ways to help feed them, ways to help clothe them. We've done a clothing drive. And even on Sundays, when they come to the church and they ask for money, they ask for help, you know, we never send them away empty-handed. We wish we could do big holistic help, but you know, sometimes we refer them to people that we think can help them in a holistic way. We don't have a whole holistic program. That's something perhaps in the future. But we don't say, well, you know, the temptation is to say, well, you know, a lot of times these homeless people, they drink and they do drugs, so we're not going to help them at all because we don't want them to use the money towards that, so we're just going to say no and send them away. Friends, I don't think that's the gospel. The gospel doesn't say have compassion if you know that they've checked every box and will do exactly what's right. Jesus said give to those who ask. Here John says, how can you turn them away? If they have needs and you have money, how can you turn them away? So, you know, we always give. Every time they come to us on a Sunday and they ask for something, we give them something. We give them food. We give them, sometimes we give them money. We give them something to eat. We don't turn them away. We don't judge. I think there's a danger that we can be so judgmental. Well, does this one deserve it? Oh, well, he drank his way into this problem, so we're not going to help him. It's his fault. Friends, if Jesus thought that way, none of us would be helped because all of us created our own prison. We created our own sin. We created our own condemnation. Jesus helped us. We must put our love in action and help others as well. I want to take this a little deeper, and that's what we're going to do tomorrow on the 8-Minute Devotion.
Thank you for listening to the 8-Minute Devotion. We trust you have been encouraged and blessed today. Please subscribe to the podcast on iTunes or by visiting the8minutedevotion.podbean.com. For questions or comments, please email us at the8minutedevotion@gmail.com or visit our Facebook page. We would love to hear from you.